beauty organic, anti-aging attack, dry skin stress. What the hell, Toyotaro?
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 36 is by far the worst chapter in the entirety of Dragon Ball Super's manga, at least in my own opinion. But it's not entirely Toyotaro's fault. He took all the aspects that were negative about the Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power and he put them and jammed them all into just one manga chapter just to get rid of them, because he is in such a hurry to get past all this crap and get to Jiren versus Goku. It's extremely apparent that he is just jamming everything and moving at an extremely fast pace. Now, I don't mind a pace that is extremely fast. I thought that the Tournament of Power lagged far too long and we went through a lot of episodes and saw Ribrianne far too much. We only see Ribrianne twice, I believe, in the manga's version of the Tournament of Power, which is a plus for me. But Ribrianne, oh my god, if you could find a way to make Ribrianne far more unlikable, is by making her super conceited and super superficial and have a hard-on for Krillin. That is the way. That is the way to make Ribrianne extremely unlikable. I did not think that there was a way that you could make her even worse than in the anime. In the anime, she was all about love and this and that, and she was in the anime far too much, and the love bullshit kind of wore on thin. But being 100% a champion for love isn't a bad thing. It can work. It has worked in other anime. So that's not the part that didn't really jive. It's the fact that, again, they gave her too much screen time and every other thing that she said was love. In this, she is far more unlikable, almost like a villain, because all she cares about is how good you look. All she cares about is your beauty. All she does throughout this is talk down on 18, who is a goddess, by the way, and tells her that she is ugly, that she is hideous, all this crap. That the joke is, which is kind of a cringy joke, the joke is that Ribrianne and her squad are the ones that are kind of ugly. And in the anime we see this sort of, but it's not the main point of Ribrianne. It's not the fact that she is kind of ugly and then she's talking about love. I mean, that wouldn't really kind of mess well together. But when you put it in this context where she's kind of only talking about superficial beauty and then she looks like Ribrianne, then we have a problem. Even at one point, Beerus is like, oh, I guess that you, Hela, should be ugly if she's deemed beautiful in your universe. And Hela wasn't even backing her up. She was like, that's a planet is an exception. In the anime, Hela backed up those three wholeheartedly. They were like champions of that universe. I feel like in this iteration, they're not really, they're more of eyesores, and Hela basically confirms this because Hela is also beautiful. I mean, there were basically three highlights in this. One, Vegeta gets to fight Toppo, but this is a small highlight because it doesn't go anywhere. Similar to how the anime, when they fought originally, it didn't go anywhere, it never went anywhere. It does do the same thing here. So again, Toyotaro brought a negative from the anime and put it in this chapter. So fortunately, hopefully, that he's putting all this crap into this one chapter to get it out of the way so that we don't have to mess around with it anymore, and we can go back to some of the earlier chapters in the Tournament of Power that were amazing. And then the only other thing that was amazing was, I thought it was funny that Beerus thought that Ribrianne was kind of cute, but it was a little bit forced, I guess. I didn't like that part, actually. You know what? Cut that out. I didn't like that part. And then we have Queen 18, her beautiful face when she realizes that Ribrianne's talking about her. Ribrianne goes something along the lines of, hey, ugly, I'm your opponent, or something like that. And then 18 kind of looks around and she looks behind her like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to like that? Like, somebody behind me? That was just adorable. I love 18. Honestly, if this chapter did anything right, it just made me want to see more of 18 and Krillin's relationship. Like, I would watch a whole spin-off anime on those two and see exactly where they go. I want to know more about 18. I want to know more about their relationship. I didn't think it was funny when she liked Krillin, because it was a polar opposite of the anime. She didn't like Krillin at first. Ribrianne I'm talking about, not 18. So Ribrianne didn't like Krillin in the anime, and now she likes him in the manga. So I felt like Toyotaro really dropped the ball heavy on this and made a very cringy chapter. I mean, we even get the invisible guys in this chapter. The invisible guys, the bug guy, and then the invisible fighter who knock out players, and they knock out Piccolo. That was one of the biggest drawbacks of the Tournament of Power, and they knocked him off early, and they didn't give him any shine whatsoever. He didn't even fight the Namekians from Universe 6. To me, that just makes me feel that in the anime, they drew out Universe 4's involvement in the tournament just so Piccolo could fight the Universe 6 Namekians with Gohan, which was a highlight in the episode, in the Tournament of Power. And then they had the Invisible Fighters come, and that's why the pacing was kind of off in the anime, because we were treated to really decent and pretty good episodes, and then we get this really crappy episode and Piccolo just gets knocked out. And at least in the anime he did something similar to Hit. At least he did something. In this he just gets knocked out really easily, and it just really sucked, honestly. And I felt like Toyotaro would give Piccolo a little bit more shine, but he didn't. I mean, the only other positive thing, actually, now that I'm pulling them out, is that the fighter from Universe 10, the one that fights Gohan in the anime, he's the last fighter for Universe 10 left. And I can jive with that because I like that fighter, I liked his abilities, and I liked the way he fought Gohan, and Gohan realized that this tournament is the real deal. So he was good for Gohan's character progression, but at the same time, like, there was just so much negative in this manga chapter that it was just garbage in my opinion. It was trash, and I'm being real hard on it, but I know Toyotaro can do better. Last chapter, I was just hurt that Hit was gone so easily. And it's fine, whatever, I got over that because in the manga, Hit is not as powerful as he is in the anime. But this, I mean, again, it's not his fault. He took all the negative stuff from the anime and threw it in one manga chapter. So I gotta give this manga chapter a 1 out of 7 Dragon Balls. Nothing redeemable, really. And the only real good moment is the fact that 18 knows that she is so beautiful, knows that she is such a 10, that she couldn't fathom the way that Ribrianne was talking to her, and she must have been talking to somebody else. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the Dragon Ball chapter. If you have different thoughts, let me know so we can debate it in the comments section. Drop me a like if you haven't already, and subscribe for more Dragon Ball content. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black, signing off.